the Boilermakers will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oregon's offense takes the field for the first time today. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for the defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
After the incompletion, it's second and... their own 25. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And you'd like to see the quarterback find his rhythm early. So far, so bad. 3rd and 10. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Boilermakers offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires left. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man on the right. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Kick is in the air. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Warren. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Leaves it with the back. running to Green. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Hand off from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them...
Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. On the run, it's tomorrow. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate that they ain't having. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Ducks send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. From midfield, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Pushes ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Purdue! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Boston College stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Chestnut Hill. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Ducks will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go with a direct snap. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They'll run the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Makes the catch. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Wants to throw it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Warren. He's got it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Finds his man in the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
It's complete to the left. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on second down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And the defense doing its job again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground, forcing a third down situation, likely to be a pass. Both defenses have played a really good football game so far.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Handoff to the single back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. RPO complete to open the drive. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll leave it with him. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now, and like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 28 to Kennesaw State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Punts it out of the air. There he goes. He's going to have enough to pick first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a...
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his man. It's Foster. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking for a gap. It's Foster. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart. He still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that. And that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards, but that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. The give on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Purdue.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the fourth. Safe completion on the screen. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the ground game. Quick step and go. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw, it's Warren. The throw to the outside is complete. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. The Ducks getting set on first and 10. Pulls and fires complete. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
This defense knows that turnovers win games. And here in this 2-minute situation with the lead, they've got a chance to shut the door if they can create one, and they did it right there. Great job getting that ball on the ground and then being there to fall on top of it. They're going to leave here with a W.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On third down, he drops to throw. Complete in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and